Good morning again, and welcome Coach Stoops and your players here. We're really excited about having you playing in the 72nd game. I'd like to start off by introducing to you the coach of Kentucky, Mark Stoops, to say a few words as we get started.
Sure.
Coach.
Thank you. That's right. Appreciate it, Rick. Thank you to you and your staff. It's been an unbelievable week. Your group of volunteers have made it extremely easy for us. Our team has had a great week. I think we found a nice balance to really enjoy ourselves and enjoy Jacksonville, but also get a lot of work in. And we're excited it's time to get locked in and get ready for this game. So I thank you. I thank everybody that's been a part of this, and excited and looking forward to tomorrow.
And I think you know most of the players, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. We've got a quarterback, Steven Johnson, John Toth, Courtney Miggins, and Courtney Love. So at this point, we will open it up to questions from the media. Anyone have a question? Whoa. Okay, Coach, we're done. Let's None of us like doing this stuff anyway, do we?
No, it's all good.
Gary Smith's in the back from Florida Times Union.
Yeah, I'd like the players to address the issue of bowl games and where games like this fit in the overall structure. And there's been some criticism there are too many bowls, not at this level. I think the bottom 10 or 12 is what people are talking about. But the issue of how much it means, and I wonder if each of you could address to both your team and to your fan base what you think coming to a bowl game for the first time in 6 years means.
Well, I guess I'll start it off. I know for this team, I know it's been a while since we've been to a bowl game. So for the seniors, I know it means a lot for them to be able to come out here and have these 15 extra practices and play in an extra game to finish off their season. So really, as a team and for the seniors, it really does mean a lot.
Bowl game is pretty big for me. It's my last year. Pretty much piggybacking what Steven said. Just to get these last couple practices with the guys, just to be around them and Coach Stoops, it's pretty much been a joy.
I would say the same thing as well. The bowl game is just a great time to spend with your teammates. It's good to always get to a postseason and get extra practices for young guys who are trying to, show coaches what they got and things like that. And then just to get out here with our coaches and their families and just create a better bond. I think what they all said is great.
Another question? Yes, sir. Can you tell us who you're with?
John Hill, the Courier Journal. Mark, is there anything you've learned about this team over the last month that you've got more of a look at some guys down the depth chart?
Well, I think, you've heard me talk about, each and every day after practice, and I'm proud of this group in general. I think we've come a long way. I'm proud of these gentlemen up here, the leadership that they've shown, the rest of our seniors, and just, how far we've come in the adversity that we faced. I think in the last month, we talked, you heard me talk, some of the national media may have heard that, but we worked all off season to finish. It started with our winter conditioning and the weightlifting. It started with our fourth quarter program and doing more and having more physical practices last spring, harder two-a-days. And to see that come to fruition, to see us finish the way we did, to play our best football at the end of the year against a quality team, our arch rivals on the road, to win that game, to put us in a position to be in this game, says an awful lot. I also like the way our team has handled our business here, as I mentioned in the opening comments. I think our team has found a good balance. They know when to work and they know when to have fun. I think we all like to be around each other. We enjoy each other. This team has grown awfully close. The staff is very good. So I think, like Courtney mentioned, just to come here and spend time with each other, more time around each other, and have some fun. And the experiences that this bowl has put together for this team has been wonderful. So it's been a great experience, and I just think the word is, and I know you get tired of me hearing it, but just grow. You know, we've grown more in this last month.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, John Clay with the Herald Leader in Lexington. For the two Courtneys, with the game tomorrow, how prepared do you think you guys are for Georgia Tech's offense, since it is a unique offense, one you really haven't faced this year?
I feel like we're prepared. We spent 3 weeks. We've been getting look. Scott team's been giving us a good look. Few misassignments, but pretty much everybody been on the same page, and I think we're ready to see it up tomorrow.
I say the same as Courtney said. Is we just gotta be consistent in our approach, and I think we have. We're trusting in our coaches. Their plan and the tasks that they've given us to go out here and be able to stop this team. And we just gotta be really disciplined and focus on every play and every down.
This is for Courtney and for Stephen Johnson. This is you guys' first year of playing here, and coming here, did you ever envision being in this position when you first decided to come here? Courtney Love and Stephen Johnson.
Yeah, I did envision it. Once I transferred in, this is what Coach Stoops told me we were going to do, and I trusted that. And it's something that I wanted to do, and I think it's very special for this program. We took another step within the history of this program, and we really changed it. And I think it's been awesome, and I love it being here.
Like Courtney said, I envisioned it as well, being in this position. It wasn't like that at the beginning of the year, but I'm glad how it all unfolded. And our goal was to get to a bowl game and get this extra 13th game. So I'm glad how it all really worked out. I'm happy to be in this position I am. So.
In the back.
Gary Smith again from the Times-Union. And this is for John. Yesterday, Chase said something interesting in that the freshmen have been to as many bowl games as the seniors have, taken note of that, but he said that puts pressure on the freshmen and sophomores to continue this. And I'm wondering, as a senior, do you believe that the way this team finished and getting to this game is the way great programs kind of get launched or turn the corner into being what I know everybody wants Kentucky to be? So, do you kind of like the idea that the freshmen and sophomores seem to be taking it upon themselves to continue this?
Yeah, it's obviously new territory for Kentucky as a program in our recent history. So I think it is a good thing that we're getting these extra 15 practices, and that helps develop the younger guys and also the older guys, because everyone's still trying to be better players. But that helps lay a foundation for the future of the program, and I think it is advantageous that we're in this position, and I think it'll be beneficial for the program.
Up front.
Yeah, kind of along the same lines as Gary's question for all the players. How important do you think a win would be after the win over Louisville and getting to the bowl and keeping the momentum going for this program on into next year? For any of the players?
Well, I think it would mean a lot to this program for this 8th win. It's been a while, like I said at the beginning, to be at this point, but it really would mean a lot, like I said, for the seniors, and just to build this program up with recruiting and with the new guys that came in. It only just sets a new point for us to get past, to go past 8 games, and then eventually get to as many games as we can win within the next 4 years for those freshmen, and then moving on with the new guys that we kind of have coming in. So I mean, it really does mean a lot, and we're just looking forward to this game.
Question. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think it's important, not just the fact it's the 13th game, but Coach Stoops harps on it all the time just because it's the next game. And I think that's the mentality that he's done a great job of instilling in the program, is just keep your head down and work every day. So, like I said, it's our next game, and we're going to try and win it just because that's what we're going to do.
Back over here.
And Mark Long with AP. For Mark, when you have 3 weeks to prepare for Georgia Tech's unique offense, does that give you more confidence? Does it make it a little bit easier?
I'd like to think so. It's certainly better than a week, that's for sure. The last time I had to prepare for this team, it was in 1 week. We played them in the ACC championship game, and ironically, I was in talks and negotiations to take this job. So I had a lot going on that week and felt very distracted, but I also felt the importance of finishing my job at Florida State for those players. And with us, and I think the defensive guys can attest to this, it's certainly nice to have 3 weeks. I think it gives you some options. It gives you some change-ups. I don't think it makes it much easier because, as Courtney mentioned, it's a game of discipline, and we have to be extremely disciplined. Coach Johnson's been around a long time. They can throw a lot at you. That's probably very easy to them. But different formations, unbalanced, different motions, they have everything under the sun with the triple option and some other plays. So they put a lot of stress on you, but it definitely helps. Like I said, I don't think it makes it much easier. I think we have to be very fundamental. We have to stay on our feet. We can't get chopped. We can't get cut. And we have to be very disciplined. So I am glad we had 3 weeks. So hopefully things will work out the way we want them to. I think our players have really prepared well.
Back in the back.
Josh McKinney, WYMT. This is for Stephen. When Drew went down in the third week and you came in and obviously played the rest of the season, in what ways have you seen yourself grow, and are you doing some things that maybe you have even surprised yourself throughout the year?
I definitely think I've grown a lot, just with the offense, and then just being more football smart. Working with Coach Henshaw and Coach Grand, they really made me understand the game a little bit more at a college level and towards a pro level as well. I think we've grown as an offense tremendously since those first couple games. And like I said, I'm just happy to see what we do come Saturday.
For the players, Dick Gabriel, the UK Radio Network. After you lost your first 2 games and the way you lost them, the Southern Miss game gets away and the Florida game, and your coaches said he just kept telling you guys to keep working, and then you win 7 of your next 10. Why do you think, when a lot of your fans had given up on you, why do you think you guys were able to keep it together and be as successful as you were?
I think we were able to be successful just because, Coach stayed after us and nobody gave up. Everybody, rallied around each other. And, he explained to us that it was about the guys within our walls, and that was it. It was about our team, our program, and that was all it was. And I think we did a really good job of, blocking out all the outside noise and things like that, and just really came together as one team. And, a coaching staff, a whole program, everybody had our backs, and we just kept on going and kept fighting, and things really changed.
Rob Romley, WQIT. Mark, a lot's been said about their defense, or about how they'll defend you, or about their offense. What about their defense? How do you think they'll defend your run game? How do you see it?
With our Wildcat, you never really know exactly how somebody will defend us with all the different formations that we do. So I'm unsure there. But as far as their base defense, Stephen can tell you, and John, I think we have a very clear understanding of who they are. They have a very clear identity. They're very fundamentally sound. They base out of a 4-3. They're very disciplined. They don't try to trick you. They have some change-ups, obviously, like everybody does, but they play very smart. They play very sound. So I would imagine they'll continue to do what they've done.
Brian Winter, Wave 3 here in the back. This one's for Stephen and John. How much does it help to have, well, I know yourself one, but to have such a strong rushing attack in your all's backfield going into this bowl game, especially for you, Stephen, going in, and for you, John, to block up front for him?
Well, for me, I know it takes a lot of pressure off of me. Having, Benny Boom and Joe back there, be able to get hit at the line of scrimmage and then get a first down still really helps out our offense. It allows us to do so many things. It opens up the pass, and then once we get the passing established, it opens up the run again. So it's really hard for defenses to stop. Like I said before, I'm just really glad to see how we do it on Saturday.
Yeah, just like Steven said, I mean, it's important to have both run game and pass game because one, they kind of feed off each other, and so once you get the run going, it helps the pass, and if you happen to start off with the pass and get that going, it'll help the run game. So, but it's always important to have those two working in conjunction. So, it's been good to have an effective run game.
This question for Steven, and if any of the other teammates would like to jump in, that's great. My name's Ken Segura with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It hasn't been a great start for the SEC so far. I'm curious what you think about the idea of playing for a conference pride representing the SEC.
Well, I think it means a lot to be in the SEC. I know. I mean, I was watching TV earlier this morning, and I think we were 1-4 in bowls or something like that. But I mean, I know for this conference, it means a lot, to get this actual win. But even more for this team. Like I said in the beginning, the seniors deserve this one more than anybody. So I mean, it just really means a lot to them.
I would say the same as well. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it's good for us to win, and then it's good for our conference also. So I think it's huge either way it goes.
Alex Forkner from the Cat's Paws. For Mark, just how have you seen John grow since you first got to Kentucky, and what has he meant for your program?
Yeah, John is really a special guy. He really is. He's grown a great deal physically and mentally. He was always a great student, goes about his business the right way. He's really the closest thing you could get in a college player to being a professional, because we always joke, you've heard it before, but John's in the building all the time. I walk in the door, he's there. He's in engineering, he's a graduate, he has a phenomenal GPA, and he makes it look easy. He's knock on wood, he's never hurt, and really, he's just a special guy. He's been the staple up front, as Steven mentioned, to unload a lot of pressure off any quarterback. You got to have a solid line, you have to be physical, and John anchors that, and we're going to be sad to see him go, but we need to send him out the right way and try to get this victory. But he's been solid as a rock, and he's grown in many ways, and we're very proud of him.
Let's take one more question right back here.
Holden Wiki WHAS. What does it mean for all of you walking around the city, walking around the hotel, to really see the fans from Big Blue Nation turn out in force here?
Well, like I said, it really means a lot, and not only for this team to get this extra win or this extra game that we have, but for these fans as well. They've been yearning for it and waiting for it for a long time. So I know they're out here in full force just to see the football team in an extra game. So I mean, I'm just really happy to have such great fans behind our backs.
It's always surprising me when I see so many fans show up to the out-of-state games, and I'm just glad that we have a strong fan base to support us through our ups and downs, and you never seem to tear away. So I'm thankful for that.
I would say the same thing as well. It's awesome to see them here. And, it's just good even to see them and make a connection with them, around the hotel and around the city also. So it's awesome.
Same.
Coach, I'll give you a few minutes to wrap it up.
Yeah, once again, just thank you, Rick. Thanks to David. Again, thanks to all the staff, and appreciate the media. You guys have been with us and covering us for a long time, many of the local guys and some of the other folks that we got to spend a week with. Thank you for your support of this game and promoting this game. I'd like to acknowledge these players up here and thank them. They are tremendous leaders. They're great ambassadors to the University of Kentucky. We're very proud of them, and I promise you, to our fans, like the players just mentioned, we're happy to have them here. It's a very passionate fan base, and these players have worked extremely hard to make them proud and to try to go and finish this the right way. So we're excited about the opportunity for tomorrow's game. So thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, Coach, and we're excited about having your university here. Your players have been unbelievable this week. What a bunch of really good young men, and we're very proud to have you play in our 72nd game, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.